Why, hello, my little 13%ers. Have you been doing a little 53%ing behind my back again? Oh dear. I think I'll need to exercise my constitutional rights again tonight. Just remember, it's the fault of your ancestors. Hello, gentlemen. Hello. Oh, it feels like it has been far too long since we've done this. I have advanced my technological somethings or others. I now have my laptop open that I, for a change, remembered to mute before the stream started. So my laptop is now open and I can see the my mic is super quiet. Let me just check my audio setup. No, here it says my decibel levels are okay. Let me just try. Is that better? There is no there. That should be good. Guys, if you're talking in the Discord, my friend, could you please not talk about the technical aspects of the stream in the Discord where I have to tab back in to look at it? The stream chat exists for a reason. I'm not always going to be looking at Discord. Oh, dear. I don't know. There is going to be a bird in the background. I apologize. I would have bird cam on, but unfortunately, the app that I use on my phone just will not work properly. I tried it. The bit rate is absolutely terrible for some reason. Yes, there's a bird. There is a very noisy bird at the moment. I really don't get why. Also, there is a storm that is starting outside. I can hear it starting to blow against my window. It is rather annoying. I am going to set up a poll. Before we begin, just give me 1 second. Should we play a trucker first or play missions first? So for some context before trucking, some context before we begin the actual gameplay of this stream. StarSector is very much a slow burn game in a lot of ways, and I have put about 10 hours so far into the current game that I'm playing because it would practically be an AFK game if not, and the early game is very much focused on, well, for me anyway, is generally focused on trading and just roaming around the galaxy, looking at planets, dodging things, etc. Not really heavy on the combat, which I enjoy. It's a very nice game to alt tab out of and type on Discord while waiting to get to between destinations, and so it'll be good for chatting and so forth. But if people would prefer, I went more to shooty type gameplay. There are also missions that I can access from the main menu, which provide a much more action-focused look at the game. So I'm going to give people the option of which we do first. I'm probably going to do a bit of both, but you get to decide whether we go more action-focused or more of the space U-Haul, the space what is it called, USPS. There we go. People are free to vote on what their choices would be, and of course, immediately it's 50% on both options. No, it looks like shooting is somewhat winning. Good, good. And then it's tied again. You people really don't make this easy, do you? People really don't make it this easy. Proxia mentioned a storm again. Quick snatch up with the weather. Ah. Random bird. Zenlar is in here. Give me a moment. I don't like the combat. Murray, we are no longer friends. Goodbye. I'm sorry, friendship ended with Murray. He doesn't like Star Sector's combat. If you do it manually, it's too complex. You, sir, don't play this game enough. No, I'm seriously like Star Sector's combat is quite interesting. I have banged my head against it on a lot of cases. I generally don't even engage in it in the campaign map unless I'm pretty certain I'm going to win. But yeah, well, that's why I like it. I like it because it's complicated and fairly strategic. Although I will say that the AI is far too passive. I have basically all the mods enabled. So, well, not all the mods, but dozens and dozens of mods enabled. I don't consider Star Sector to be, well, it's literally a early access game still. An early access game that has like I think that Seth Zinch, I can never remember his name. We'll just call him Seth. Like Seth did a video on Star Sector, I think like 2 or 3 years ago by now. I'd say more than, and he calls it has more features on it than a feature complete game already. I'd say since then the amount of content in the game has more than doubled overall, and then mods add like 10 times more. Murray, I like to do the trading and colonizing parts. Seth Zintach. Okay, all right. If you say so. Yep, for some reason it seems like people like space trucking. I am all right with that. Once again, it seems like I have about third the extra CCV. So I think at 14 votes we can pretty much call that settled for space trucking. Just one moment. I will, just for those that are watching, I will be unable to look, well, I will be able to, but I am not going to be looking at Discord after the game starts, so I'll bring Zenline in just a second. I'm sorry, there is a very noisy bird behind me. It is a bit distracting. Oh, pardon me. Let me just check. I'm gonna have to deal with static for a second. Oh, what is this idiot doing? I'm sorry, this bird is really annoying me. Wait, little beggar. Stop running around like a mad thing, okay? Stop it. There we go. I apologize. Bird is, I just got him in from the outside because it started to pour with rain, and he is now, for some reason, rabidly obsessed with trying to get into the box where my other two birds are, but he cannot because he is a massive nuisance. Did anyone hear him? Of course, you suddenly go quiet the moment I hold you next to the microphone, don't you? Oh no. You might be able to hear it as a very slight, very small squeaking noise. It is quite annoying when you are running up and down constantly inside your box and knocking over your food bowl all the time. That makes quite a rattly noise. Oh, you're so soft and silky. You're like a beautiful little silk purse, aren't you? Oh yes, a beautiful little silk purse of a bird. But you are also very noisy and very annoying. Oh, you're so sweet and soft. I'm sorry, I'm just having a bit of a moment with my lovely little pet. Okay, you can go down on the floor for a little bit. You can run around to your heart's content. Okay. Let me just organize this. Put a cam on the bird and follow it around. I would if I could, but sadly that is not currently feasible. Again, I would have a bird cam up, but just the bitrate of the Wi-Fi is completely dreadful at the moment. Just 1 second. I need to blow my nose. I'll be 2 seconds. There we go. Sorry about that. All right, I shall bring on my erstwhile co-host who seems to be in here, and then I will go about trying to actually set up the game. Well, the game is already set up, but we'll see. Hello, Zenla. I hate you forever. You're a horrible person. I don't know why you do this to me. Right, let's tab over. Right, I've got to turn on the audio. I will tab back out again in a few seconds. Actually, no, I don't need to because I can literally just look across my laptop. That's going to take me a while to get used to, the fact that I have a laptop open that I can look at when it comes to chat.
As far as not being able to reach out in Discord at the same time on your laptop monitor, can't you just, Windows key left, keys right?
I need to turn down the sound.
Yeah, couldn't you, like, Windows left and right, like half of your laptop screen, YouTube chat, and the other half Discord?
I haven't. This is a laptop that I have not used in ages, so I'm not logged into any of my accounts, and I don't have my security. I don't have a KeyPass installed on it either, so I can't copy and paste my 256 character passwords over to it.
Understandable.
Okay, hopefully this just takes me straight back to what I was doing. Have you ever played StarSector before, Zenla?
No, sell me on it. Give me the elevator pitch.
Well, I'm not sure if you ever played a 4X game before, or Warhammer, or Warhammer 40k. It's basically kind of like that. It's a bit like Rogue Trader in space.
Okay. So largely it's a space resource sim.
Yeah, it is. Although it has like a very in-depth 2D combat system as well.
Okay.
I forgot how long it takes to load everything. It is the only downside to it is that it does run on Java, so it has a bit of a memory issue problem.
Well, that's why you have to solve this issue and just play Unciv.
I have never heard of Unciv, actually. I have heard of FreeCiv,
Bullshit! I think. I've told you several times about Unciv. You upvoted my comments every time I mentioned it.
Did I? I'm sorry. I'm having some brain worms, okay? I've had too much contact with Kirshi in the last few days. I've been infected.
It's literally Civ 5, but like 16-bit graphics.
Okay, I quite like 16-bit graphics. I mean, my favorite 4X game of all time is Alpha Centauri.
I'll post in the Discord for other people. Like I made a post about it in the video game thread.
Okay, Hijab says, it's Eve offline, but I can't pay 12 forum users to gank Proctor with T1 destroyers. And yeah, I have like 130 mods installed, so I have this game about as heavily modded as I normally mod. Are there any other games that yeah, about Minecraft. I think I have 230 mods installed on Minecraft too. Yes, where do we go? Oh yes, Camp Sunshine.
Speaking of Eve Online, are you going to watch the future Choppers Eve video?
I have not heard of that channel before.
You haven't watched any of Down Rabbit Hole's Fred Knudsen, the guy we keep making fun of?
Oh, that guy. Sorry, I didn't realize that was who you were talking about. No, I haven't watched that because I'm not subscribed to him any longer. I unsubscribed to him ages ago. I'll probably look at it sometime.
No, I don't blame you. I stopped watching him forever ago.
Servastista works. That's really annoying. I can't actually see. I don't know where that market is. Let's play the game of look around the map until I try and find all of these little stars are places you can go, by the way. Most of them are randomly generated, but there's a lot of them. This is a very, very... I think they upgraded the amount of stars in each map an update ago. Or maybe it's one of my mods that's just adding more stars. But yeah, there's a lot of stars in the galaxy at the moment. Well, not the galaxy, but the sector, shall we say.
I don't see the Eye of Terror. I'm immediately losing interest.
The Eye of Terror is down south some way. Two light years. Okay, that's a trip of 2 light years. So it's very close by. All right, let me just zoom in where we are. Kamikaze, Obsidian. Oh, there it is, right there. That's going to be a very, very easy trading run right here. I have to make a mental note not to open console commands and just go there immediately. Because I played this game legitimately for about 10 hours, and I got pretty far, and then I realized that the save that I had on did not have a specific mod that I always play with that adds a whole ton of content that I always really like, and so I basically just created this new save about 3 hours ago and cheated myself most of the stuff that I had in the previous save.
The horror. The horror.
Yes, I get really frustrated. I remember, how on earth do you, again, this is, I really hate it when when YouTubers have stupid complicated names. I think it's Martin C2 Pants or something?
Like you do.
But yeah, he did like a hardcore Minecraft run recently, and I was just, I enjoy hardcore Minecraft, but I don't enjoy Skyblock, because Skyblock just has so much arbitrary silliness to it. Jump, keep your transponder off.
I do believe that's the whole point of custom games.
True, I prefer to... My attitude towards gamers like this is that I'm perfectly okay putting in the effort to earn things legitimately, but once I have gone through the effort of learning things, of getting things legitimately, I do not want to deal with the busy work of just messing around and moving them again. Like, one great example is, like, this game has this command, storage. This just lets me I haven't used it on this save. Have I used it on this save? I don't think so. Oh, sorry. Like, this command, if I used it, would let me just go to basically have an infinite inventory anywhere I like. The space trucking part is very dependent on fuel. This little orange bar down here is my fuel capacity, and also my supplies. I need to keep very close track of both of these, otherwise I will die horribly in the vacuum of space where nobody can hear me scream or read ASMR. That's pretty important, but again, after I've got 10 million credits or so in the bank and 5 functional colonies, I don't want to mess around holding, going to random markets and buying thousands of supplies every 5 minutes to make sure my capital ships can still run. I'm just going to use something like this, well, not on stream, but in my own games. Just go console command, storage, or maybe infinite supplies or something, because I want to actually play the game, not play a very, very boring accountancy simulator.
I'm just frantically looking for the emergency exit, so when the ASMR starts, I can just blast out.
That's why I start with it, so that you can't escape. Oh dear, is that guy? Oh, I may have just... I've done something stupid. Can I get away with it? No. Oh dear.
You've done something stupid. You're gonna have to narrow that down for me.
I forgot to turn my transponder on before we jumped, so I just got a reputation hit. Because
that's what you get for being sneaky in enemy territory.
And then, well, it's not even enemy territory. The thing is that this is literally, yeah, here's this. Like, these are my ships. This is a trade fleet, and what I have is phase coils on all my ships. Phase is basically stealth in this system. It's like a Star Trek cloaking device. And sensor profile on all my ships is basically 0 if I don't do silly things like have my transponder on, which gives me an automatic 1000 sensor profile. If I press, like, I think, go dark, yeah, my sensor profile is now 3. So none of these things can see me in any way at all. So I can go in and I can contact the base, and I don't need to worry about market caps or tariffs or anything. Because this game simulates a post-apocalyptic economy very, very well. Everybody hates you, everybody wants to charge you the most amount of money possible, and there are enormous incentives to being a very, very naughty trader guy who always dodges his tariffs.
You don't even need the post-apocalypse to justify that. You're like a, like intergalactic, dude and a bunch of guys and stuff. So you think everyone would be like out for themselves anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I traded on the open market with my transponder on, actually, what is even the? 1 second, I need to get far enough away that it doesn't look suspicious. No, turn my transponder back on. And now, because if I went from going dark to just having my transponder on, all these ships would be like, why is there a new vessel suddenly just popping up randomly in the middle of our formation with this transponder on? That's why I like the AI. The AI is pretty immersive. The AI knows when you're up to chicanery and will try and catch you out at it. Yes, bird, I know. Right now, I want to pick up supplies. That's a deficit of 1,000 supplies. No, a bit more than that. Yeah, 18% tariffs. So I pay an extra 18% on all the goods that I buy from this market. Probably would have been a bit less if I had not just been caught and considered a smuggler. Take some 200 of these as well.
Han Solo, you are not.
Not yet. Well, if I wasn't distracted by chat and everything. This is the thing. I'm very bad at both chatting and remembering lists of tasks like this. Yep, they need everything, basically. They need drugs, too. Yeah, I'll sell them some drugs.
No, just to update you in Discord, everyone's kind of ganging up on your favorite fixer, Fang.
Oh, I see. What's he done now?
Nah, they're trying to figure out how much of a zoomer he is.
Uh, Probably a decent amount of zoomerish. I swear if
I
this
would
game is...
assume so.
I swear if this game has started a memory leak, that will be very annoying. So I've got a little bit of input lag when I do stuff, so it might be the game just going. Because again, I hate Java because if you leave, Java is one of the worst languages I've ever had to deal with. There is something about like Java is. I remember I tried learning Java once, and Java is like touted as this excellent language that has its own like debugger and its own memory cache and everything, so it lets you know really easily when your program is starting to devour memory. Oh, what's that?
Here's the TLDR on Java. Is it a good language? No. Isn't it everything? Yes.
I know, I have no idea why. This game is definitely lagging and I don't know why. It's very annoying just as I started stream. I really hope it's not because... I really hope that it's not because I'm capturing it on stream.
You'd have to run an advanced task manager to figure out where all your resources are going.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a very quick hop. Now I can sell all of this stuff. This does feel a little bit like cheating because this is a mod. This is a modded base where it just has this. In my previous one, this went decivilized eventually, so I couldn't even trade with it. But yeah, this has this colony has no starport, so its accessibility for outside traders is minus 82%. So no trader is ever going to come here. And if you can see all these red icons, this is all goods that this place lacks that it cannot import. So it's missing absolutely all of them, and it has no. Yeah, there's a rebellion going on, so it has zero stability and everything. So the black market here is completely insane and ridiculous, and I will be able to sell all of these supplies for a tremendous amount of money. Yeah, I think I paid something like 400,000 for all the goods in my cargo hold right now, and I can sell these supplies alone for over 700,000. But again, I've played this game enough that I know all the regular trade routes and everything, so I don't care. Yeah, I'm gonna make 1,000,000 easily off this.
If you want economic might and insight, I see Pipkin in waiting room.
Oh no. You know what? If he's still around in like 10 minutes, well, I'll do it. I will do this because I want to figure out why this game is lagging so much. It'll be very annoying. If I can't fix the memory leak, I'll just go straight to missions. And then we just save and exit. This is irritating, but hey, this is the life of a streamer. I'll just head back to regular scene for a second. I also need to blow my nose again, so it'll be a moment. Yeah, you get a free one. Uh
It sounded like a turkey gobble.
oh, thank you so much. I'm just getting in character. Right then, let's have a look at this. Take my task manager. Task manager. Memory 49%. Yeah, that's a minor issue. 37% of my 37% of my GPU. Good grief, I hate Java so much.
I don't know. Sometimes when a game runs that bad, I'm wondering, am I playing a game or a crypto miner?
I trust the guys who have made this game, but I remember I bought this game first of all when Total Biscuit reviewed it about something like 2014 or something, and he was my introduction to it. Right now, this is fun. If I open it with full screen, my entire computer is probably going to freeze for like 30 seconds or so while it starts to load. So I'm going to keep talking. I'm actually going to bring Pipkun on as fairly quiet. There we go.
I was gonna say Pipkin's trying to get our attention by posting animated gifs, and it's like, well, Parker's not looking at it, but I'm appreciating them.
Okay, commits operation uninvited or something. Any millennial that complains about Zoomers is a massive hypocritical tard. Alex coming in with the extremely accurate and effective takes again. All right.
Oh, Christ, am I on this thing?
Jesus fucking Christ!
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm only here for a little bit. I'm in traffic right now.
Pipkin, I love you, but we've clearly established that the audio issues are on your end. You are loud as fuck.
He's not loud to me, but then again, I did put him down to 40% before I let him in for exactly this worry.
Put me down lower, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how to control this, man. I don't know. The app is all messed up.
Can you still hear me, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because
Yes.
yeah, because loading this game on full screen basically causes everything to freeze for a good minute or so as it struggles. And I don't blame it, but I'm not deactivating these mods. I love these mods. I'm having my Kirshi moment when I remember when she played Pixelmon with all of her shaders and everything. That was quite an interesting streaming experience.
You mean a complete clusterfuck?
I prefer interesting.
Pixelmon's that Pokemon Minecraft mod, right?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is. Do you hear this bird?
So do you run this game on an emulator or something, like a DOSBox or something?
What game?
Starfield or whatever the hell you're playing?
Starfield. No, it's a modern game. I don't need an emulator for it. I said it runs on Java.
I see.
What is up with this bird? Why are you running around so frantically all the time?
To distract you from the task at hand, obviously.
Well, my task at hand right now is to sit here and watch a loading bar slowly fill up, so it's not exactly a particularly involved task. Rip TB, a man so ass mad he died from it. I remember I was pretty torn up when Total Biscuit actually died because I think he had a lot of good things to say. He definitely was a positive force in the industry, and I would, although the really horrible thing is, I'm kind of glad that Total Biscuit died when he did because I really don't think that he would have dealt with the way gaming went with any kind of grace or dignity at all. He was
No,
great.
he probably would have cashed out. Be like, nah, I'm done. He'd pull like a gym or fuck, what's the Minecraft guy? Brain fart.
Mojang?
Yeah.
He'd probably just fade away like everybody else, right?
Mm,
Back into irrelevance.
his Just Cause 3 20-hour speed run is Kino. Yeah, again, I quite like Martin. He does quite good content. He manages to put just enough nonsense in his videos that my ADHD brain can focus on them for fairly long periods at a time, so I consider that a plus. I've always had this terrible curse. I really hate like Zoomer humor and Zoomer editing, but I have a literal neurological brain structure which is conditioned to, if not enjoy, then at least be able to focus on that.
So what you're saying is you're an honorable Zoomer.
And I don't consider it honorable in any capacity. Oh, okay, I've had enough. 1 second. Come here, you stupid bird.
I'm actually with Porian. He says that Total Biscuit would never quit because he was so convinced him. Okay, here's my little rant on Total Biscuit. He suffered the Sargon problem in that he was full of so full of himself, and Total Biscuit never ended up getting a slap in the face like what Sargon did.
I agree with that, actually. I do think that that Total Biscuit. Well, I mean, Total Biscuit at one point had a real pull in the industry. He was genuinely someone with a lot of prestige, but like towards the end, I think that he never really internalized the fact that as soon as people realized he had an expiry date, he just lost all relevance.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad how he went out too. So it's just like, feels bad, man.
I still can't believe that one of the last guests on his like co-optional lounge thing was flipping Jim Sterling just before he went full troon. Have you ever seen TB's Something Awful post where he claimed to have 180 IQ? I have not seen that. I didn't know that he was from Something Awful, because a lot of his early videos reference Something Awful in some way or another.
I think a majority of the internet was on Something Awful at the time. Like I never had an account, but I always lurked on threads.
I agree, yeah. Something Awful used to be really good. I'm so annoyed how many parts of the internet were started by people who turned out to be completely incapable of running the place with any kind of decency or longevity. I think Null is the only example of that particular brand of internet autism that actually turned out to have the chops to run his thing like a company as opposed to some kind of weird side project that he inevitably got bored of and walked away from.
Well, that's only because Radium was a piece of shit.
Bird, are you seriously just going to stand completely happily on my hand and not say it and not make another noise?
Thrang actually posted a funny picture on the Discord thing of like linking all the major internet things together as like a conspiracy board. It's from Null's low tax stream, apparently.
Yeah, I listen to most of that on audio only. That guy over there, why exactly are you posting images of men tearing their shirts apart in my Discord?
Stop asking questions.
It's Topanga, dude. You don't know Topanga from Boy Meets World?
No, I don't watch Western media. I think the last Western media I watched was in 2006.
Was it Firefly?
Something like that. Yeah, probably. Just 1 second. I'm gonna take off my headphones so I can put a cloak over this bird's cage now that I put him back in it.
You know, Null's only saving grace is that he can code. If Lotax could code, something awful would have been saved. You know, using that bullshit V bulletin or whatever.
Massive nuisance.
I don't know. Godzilla, you only lurk, but there are a lot of times where the database would crash every once in a while. You know, kind of like it is now for KF.
Well, that's kind of that's Okay, that's one of the little problems with the internet and stuff. Even with like KF or like the Asylum, I'm not terribly invested in stuff because anytime like something's hiccuping or whatever, I just
Jesus,
like
all the time. There we
tune out
go.
and do something else.
There,
Well,
I am.
KF isn't as KF and the TVA aren't as big as something awful back in the heyday. I mean, you had so many places to look. There's always a lot of things happening in GBS back in the day.
This is true.
Before 419 eaters, you got your own homemade scam eater calls and all that stuff. I don't know. I'm a bona fide goon or whatever, but
There we go. We're
it
back
all went
on.
downhill once Ozma Fat started being fatter.
TB is the board says TB is the reason Jim Sterling transitioned. Is that a joke, or could you elaborate on that?
No, like TB's death curse is like, fuck you.
That I can understand. Okay. Oh yeah, it's immediately loading much faster. Yeah, restarting actually fixed that. Excellent.
Hey, I gotta go. The cops are behind me. Bye-bye.
All right, peace.
Just casually says, I gotta go, the cops are behind me. One day. Where on earth is my... So there's so much stuff that I've added via mods, I can't remember where anything is. Where on earth is even my own colony? There is my own colony. It doesn't actually... Oh, show on map. There we are. Yes. Nikolaev. There we are. There's Pirate Orbital Station. That's great. I've got 5 million credits, so that's more than enough to actually try to find some actual ships. Fortunately, another mod that I have is useful for that, because this tells me where a bunch of different ships are. Wait, is that... Oh, that's
okay, so you're running a bunch of mods. Is this game tolerable without mods?
I mean, honestly, it is. It's just that the mods do add... I mean, the mods add a whole ton of extra factions and extra ships, like hundreds and hundreds of ships. And I played this game since when it had before, I think that I started playing StarSector just as the developer added the free play, because when it first started out, StarSector was only custom or mission battles, where you took a ship into specialized missions for combat. There was no campaign map or anything like that. And I joined just after he added the campaign map. And originally the campaign map was just a single star system with like 2 planets on it as like a test and a demonstration of potential. This is a bit more than 2 planets, so it has come a very long way since then. But StarSector was... one of the advantages of Java is that it is incredibly easy to mod, so people were adding factions and ship packs right from the very start, and I've known some of these ship designs for 6 years at this point, so yeah, I always want them in my game. Browse market. I want to find myself a nice... Actually, no. Oh, I'm gonna go for the good stuff. I'm gonna go pay attention, go to the Lethia and see if I can get my favorite ship there. Let's do a nice transverse jump. Whee! Oh, I leveled up from that. That's nice. Not surprised with all the XP I got from that trade. This is the skill system, which is fairly customizable. I don't think it's actually possible to, at least not within practical limits, to get enough levels. It's not like Skyrim where you can just eventually get all the skills. At the start of the game, I was very heavily specialized into industrial skills, because this gives all of the stuff that you need for early game exploration missions, and I play it very safe until I've gotten a decent colony startup and can get military ships. But now that
guy, why are you like this?
What do you mean?
He says more furries in the YouTube chat, and I turn my eyes over to the Discord chat, and all I see is furry posting.
Do I have to come and slap some literal bitches?
No, he's posting profile like in-game profile pictures of furries.
Oh, what, for this game?
I assume it's for this game.
Oh yeah, I ranted about that in my last like weekend stream, or not weekend stream, but like stream about just general stuff. And yeah, this game, some asshole, there used to be like a portrait pack that had pretty much
Oh
all
yeah, I remember this.
yeah,
Now.
anime
Yeah.
waifus, and then I install it for this version, and it's just furries. I mean, the anime waifus are still there, but there's like hundreds and hundreds of random furry portraits too.
I remember this entire exchange now.
Yeah, Elite 20. Yep, I definitely do that if I'm gonna run phase ships. I spent years avoiding phase ships because phase ships just they don't have shields, so they're a quite exotic combat style. Then last time I played this game, I started using phase ships more, and I realized I really loved them. Is that fleet? That's an unidentified fleet. Oh, yep, that's a hostile fleet. I do not want to, because I have no combat ships whatsoever. Just speed up time, make this go a bit faster. And that's a remnant sub-ordo. I do not want to touch them.
But they want to touch you.
Fortunately, they didn't notice me. The rings, like the moving rings outside their ships are their sensor range, and like even with sustained burn, which increases my sensor profile by I think 100%. Yeah, 100%. I'm still only at 238 sensor profile, which is like I'd say about that much detection range if I zoom right in. I have no idea if the Casadori care if I have my... oh, what's that? That's hostile fighter patrol. Maximum... they've got maximum burn 7. I've got maximum burn 20. So yeah, I can easily outrun this. Goodbye! See you later! Now I just go dark, and suddenly you can't see me. I can basically dance all the way around these guys, and they'll never see me with my transponder off and my system dark. HMI scavenger, and that's another patrol. Are these guys actually hostile to me? No, they're not. Okay, I can just turn my transponder back on, I think. Yep, we're fine. I go to the trade system, see if there's anything good to pick up. Buy. Oh, I have to be more favorable with the independents before I can buy their good stuff. That's very irritating. There is an Atlas here. An Atlas with no D-mods, and that's 2,000 extra cargo capacity, but I do have 5,700 cargo capacity already, so I'm not too interested in that. There's also a very, very nice carrier here. This is a modded carrier. It does show you on there. I also have a mod that shows what mods other ships come from. Otherwise, it's very confusing.
I like how Discord is having an I am Spartacus moment of everyone saying they have something awful account and they're trying to get in to go to that initial post that we were looking at before.
Yeah, imagine needing reputation to buy their strongest ships. I know it's, but the thing is, reputation is actually quite hard to earn. Unfortunately, this was pretty much a wasted trip because it doesn't seem like there's anything here that I'm very interested in. Doesn't even have a pirate market. Flipping bird will not shut up. I'm going to turn this into a trade run. Yeah, only basically take all of this food back to those desperate camp that I was at previously. Actually, no, I can do more than that.
I just realized I've got to make an old hen joke for your bird.
Oh dear, that is terrible.
She's clucking up a racket.
It's a male, actually.
Heard.
Sorry, the joke doesn't quite work. It's a male.
Oh, I thought the one being noisy was the old hen.
No, they're both perfectly quiet. This is a different bird. I've currently got 3 in my room, but they cannot mix. The one wants to get to the other 2, and if he jumps in with the other 2, they will both gang up on him and kill him in very short order.
So you were grabbing your cock earlier.
I don't know why I even try. I'm trying to avoid these flashy bits of purple lightning because hyperspace in Star Sector is very much modeled on the warp. There are no demons, but there are weird things that the developer keeps threatening to expand upon. It is a very atmospheric game.
If they don't want to suffer the wrath of stealing GW's IP, you could just say, "Oh, inspired by Event Horizon."
Yeah, I've never actually watched Event Horizon. I really should sometime.
Event Horizon is the only Paul W.S. Anderson movie I'll go to bat for. It is pretty much Warhammer 40k, the prequel.
Okay.
I'm not kidding. The movie Event Horizon literally rips off Warhammer 40k, but it is a good movie.
Easy 700,000 credits earned right there. Actually, I can just add another 70,000 on top of that. Because I'm very bad at focusing on... yeah.
You can just end the sentence right there. You're just bad at focusing.
I am very bad at focusing. Well, I'm good at focusing, but I'm bad at multitasking. Queries. List queries. Add a new query. That's what I want to do. This is another mod. What a surprise that lets me just scan all the... Because one of the annoying things about the base game is that you don't have any way yet to go to a global screen and ask what market is selling this ship or what market is selling this commodity. Whereas this rather helpful one shows all of the different ships in the entire game and will scan through all the systems and tell me where to go to actually find what I want. Because I found that the late game, if you want specific ships, literally all you can do in the base game is just fly back and forth between the different places and hope that it randomly spawns in one of their places. Yeah, this design type shows all of the factions that a thing can spawn from. The base game, I think, has 9 or 10 factions. My modded version has a few more than that. Just a few more. Todd, will you please stop? Will you please, in my YouTube chat, could you please stop shilling for Starfield? Like, I know... didn't Starfield like sell really well? You should be getting your Christmas bonus, okay? You don't need to be in my random YouTube channel to be shilling Starfield.
Just coming back to Event Horizon, Grinning Raven in YouTube chat says, "Yeah, it was totally influenced by 40k." Yeah, and I know that because I watched the commentary. He did flat out say it. That it's pretty much inspired by 40k because like the ship, the Event Horizon, is pretty much like the first warp drive.
There he goes again. I put 2 coats over that bird and his box, so he's basically in pitch blackness and he still won't shut up.
Because he hears you.
That's true. That's true. Where on earth is the specific thing?
Yeah, like putting a blanket over the cage really only works for songbirds.
That's true. I remember my mother used to have, well, my parents used to have songbirds out in the kitchen when I was a child, and I used to get up in the middle of the night because of my terrible sleep. I have become sleep. My terrible sleep schedule, and I would go out to the fridge to get like a drink or something, and every time I turn the light on, the birds would immediately start making noise and singing, which is very irritating. What ship class am I looking for? Cruiser or capital ship? Should be all I really need. Select and search. Nice. Let's look for a decent... I want that. I want a Geist. A Doom would be nice. I've never seen an Ironclad before. I've no idea if they're any good. What's that thing? Is that... oh, that's an Imperium design. And then we have the Olcott, phase cruiser hull. I want to get at least 2 or 3 decent phase ships before going into any kind of combat. That's a really good looking one. Okay, let's see if there's any places. Oh, there's a Doom military. Military. What on earth is that? Military. 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 Come on. Military. Military. Well, I am literally... Oh! Kulan has a Doom-class phase cruiser. So yeah, looks like we're going there. Go. That's what Hybrasil has to offer us.
Death.
I haven't started destroying anything in this playthrough, so... The pirates are just about the only thing that I have to worry about. Oh! Oh, blimey. That was not a jump scare I was hoping for. Once I've got a couple of combat ships, I'll start going on exploration missions as well to scan out the further reaches of the sector. Let's just survey missions. Now that I've got a good number of credits under my belt. So what have you been doing with your life recently, Zenla?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just being a lazy bum.
I see. You've not been investigating any interesting rock samples or anything?
No, I got about a couple of inches of snow on the ground right now, so more sticking inside than I usually do.
Okay. Well, that's got a couple of D-mods on it. Non-compliant gunnery core, faulty power grid, degraded life support. Oh yeah, for those who don't know, the backstory of StarSector is basically that this is a remote section of the galaxy that was being colonized by the domain of man, which is very much inspired by the Warhammer 40k Imperium of Man, except like in the pre-collapse era for them. And then guess what? It collapsed, and the StarSector area was cut off. So pretty much the entirety of human civilization is several hundred years past its prime and is clinging desperately to technological advancement as much as possible. And they softened up on how much technology that people can actually replicate, but in the original pitch for the setting, DRM ruined everything because the domain was really into DRM, and all of its hyper-advanced technology came with DRM that prevented people from copying it, so it kept falling to bits, and technology kept regressing, which I personally found was quite hilarious, and definitely not commentary on any egregious practices going on in modern-day society in any way. Yep, I'm definitely buying that. 205. And how much is it to? Like, now you can restore things. 500,000. Yeah, I'm not going to be restoring that quickly. Now the trouble is I have to look around and find flipping weapons and stuff for it.
I go through my mental Rolodex of a brain. I remember there was a sci-fi story, and the plot was pretty much the entire galaxy was pirating humanity's entertainment and stuff, and eventually the Galactic United Nations cracked down on it, and everyone started having to pay like licensing fees to Earth, and like Earth didn't know anything about this at the time. And but all these people were like, we're not going to pay everything, so how are we not going to pay for it? I know, we know, we'll just destroy Earth and we'll have to pay nothing.
Okay, I'm sure that worked out very well for all involved.
Yeah, I forget how the rest of it goes. It's been years since I read, and I can't even remember what it was called, but it was pretty funny. It was kind of Hitchhiker's-y feel to it.
I love Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think I've talked about it before, though, so I won't go too much into it. I mean, there's like hundreds and hundreds of different, well, there's not hundreds, but in the base game, there's like 70 or 80 different hull mods you can put on anything to massively specialize it or generalize it, and you can, like every single ship, apart from a few that have built-in weapons, you can customize the loadout for dozens of different weapons, which is a major draw of this game.
So pretty much Barbie dress up, but for ships.
Yeah, that's not a bad way to describe it, really. And then you can throw them against each other in battles. And there's actually on the StarSector Discord, there's a community competition for the best AI fleet, where people just submit different designs and fleet compositions and just put them against each other under AI control and see what wins. That's pretty fun. I've watched several of those games.
Nah, I got a bit of a conspiracy theory. Me, Thrang, mod, we all came to this conclusion at the same time, in that like most of VTuber streamers are girls, and all girls come back to Barbie. And our rationale for this here is that
Oh no.
if a game will, if a game has something to the effect of Barbie dress up or Barbie horses, something to either one of those two effects, the game will go viral and do gangbusters. And we always see this every time, anytime a game makes the rounds and stuff. Not just for the algorithm, but it'd be like if it tickles that, like, like little girl, like, neuron in the back of their mind. It's like, oh, this is like my Barbie horses or my Barbie dress up, and without fail, it happens every time. And we notice this really badly with like Pippa and her circle of friends. They are really bad for that.
Yeah, I know. I think there's been studies done on the difference between men and women, or girls and boys, and how they play. And that's why women make such terrible writers for... What the hell is that thing? A ship repurposed to get back in by those whose minds were altered from one too many space dives. What the hell is this? Scoliosis class custom phase destroyer. Okay, you know what? I'm buying that thing just because it's ridiculous. What is this?
Name.
What is this nonsense? Oh my goodness, that is hideous. I
love it.
No idea what to do with this thing, but oh wow! And then the sad thing is that it only has one D mod as well, so it's not even that bad. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, some sprite artist had a field day with this one.
Okay, make an orc ship, but it's totally not an orc ship.
Trouble is, I'm much more kind of high-tech kind of guy. I prefer the smoother, nicer designs, more Star Trek.
I know you
than
play
orc.
you play fucking Tau. Of course, you go for the nice, sleek little ships.
I can sense that. I can sense the disgust.
Okay, I've never been totally invested in Warhammer in any of its forms. Pretty much everything outside of TTS and like 40k theories, everything after that there is a really sharp drop off from me giving a shit.
Yeah.
But I get the general gist of everything. Like I've known it was a thing since like second and third edition. Like I get it. I understand it. I like certain parts of it and stuff, but some things were just born to be made fun of, and the Tau is one of them.
I feel like that. Oh, that's a really nice ship. Cardiacs class carrier hull.
The Greater Cope.
The Greater Cope. I really like the lore bit, how the Tau actually managed to accidentally create their own god in the warp from all the humans believing in the greater good so much it actually became a thing.
Well, that's the crux. That's like the crux of it and stuff. It's not the Tao's made a god. The humans made a god for the Tao.
Yeah.
That's the funny part.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, okay, it's like you're a weak psychic species and kind of young and stuff. Everyone has a god. Here's a god for you. Have fun. And the funny thing is, the god is a complete genocidal maniac. That's hilarious.
Well, yeah, because that's what the Tau kind of want to do overall.
I know, and from that expedition and whatever, all the things that happened with that, there, like they got a new god, and like the people who, like the Tau, who are aware of what happened and stuff, they're like, "Fuck, we can't allow this genocide all the Guela." It's great.
Yeah, mind you, I don't really like 40k when it tries to aggressively make everything. Well, I suppose I shouldn't be upset that a game about fighting tries to push everything towards fighting, but I actually like it when it's more nuanced and there's a bit more reason for people to just maybe not just get along, but to have a few more interactions beyond beyond just, oh look, there's somebody who doesn't look like me, let's go and kill him.
No, my favorite 40k moment comes from TTS, of course, and it's the Slaneshmas episode where everyone's just like, it's like, you know what? One day a year, let's get together as humanity and fuck the aliens. That is 40k in a nutshell. It's just like, you know what? We have this ongoing heresy thing going on, but just for one day, let's just unite as humanity and just fuck shit up. It's great.
I'm trying to find in this massive. Oh wait, no, it's K. It's under K, isn't it?
Jesus fucking Christ.
E F G H I J K. No, J H I.
The fact that Proctor, just comprehend the fact there's this many tags. Like conceptualize the number of tags we're seeing here on screen.
Yes, I look, I don't have a problem. Okay, I can stop adding mods to this game anytime I want. Anytime I want.
Said the addict.
Shut up. Shush. I don't have a problem. You have the problem. It's not me, it's the people that point it out. If I just get rid of them, then everything will be fine.
So it's a House MD situation where it's only it's not an addiction if there's no problem.
Are you serious? Are you serious? It's not. No, I thought I saw it. I thought I saw it. I thought I saw it.
What are you actually looking for? I can help you.
I'm looking for a tag called something like Casadori Engineering. Or is it Great Houses Engineering? It might be Great Houses.
They don't have a search bar for this?
I don't think so. That's really annoying.
Like...
Wait, maybe it's up here. Is Great Houses here? Are you serious? What does time metamorphosis do? Nothing. Unique high-tech Volkite Industries, unique midline. Primus Arborea. You know what? I want to have a look for Realm Myth. I like the Tremor class is always a good staple. And of course, it's military. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna go and try and salvage stuff out on the fringe of out on the fringes of civilization. I'm not gonna waste time doing this. I've got plenty of I got tons of stuff. I can go and do this. Where can I go? Let's just pick a destination and see what happens. We playing Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead? Yeah, I'll play Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead sometime. I really like Cataclysm as well. Cataclysm is a bit more lethal though. Playing a hardcore run of that. I'm still playing my hardcore Minecraft thing where I've actually found a village and I'm setting up trading halls and so on, so that's going pretty well.
So is it like hardcore vanilla Minecraft?
No, it's hardcore modded Minecraft, of course.
Okay.
You should learn by now that I basically don't hard warning beaten medium. Good, that means there's good stuff here. It does mean we will have to play a game of Dodge the horrifying killer drone things that want to murder us all. Of a survey, nothing interesting. Oh, these are blade breakers. I definitely do not want to mess around with blade breakers. They're another modded faction, which is basically endgame, and they have very nasty stats. Please be a research station. No, Challenger class frigate. I have no idea what that is. It's not interesting. Okay. Strip it for parts, take everything. Be a space scavenger. Azure World. That's interesting. Azure worlds feature light deposits of indium, vanadium, and molybdenum, giving them a characteristic blue tint from space, with a heavily cratered surface, rarely possessing any kind of atmosphere. They're usually devoid of life and rarely targeted for colonization. Okay. Perform. Nothing interesting.
I remember when my friend played Mass Effect and he was going around harvesting resources and stuff, and I was like, I recognize a lot of this.
Yeah, you have to go out to worlds like this and just look around and see if you can find, well, basically anything of value. All of these surveys that you perform, you can bring back to the core worlds and sell for a modest profit if they're decent. Oh. Okay, fatal null. Check STARSECTOR log for more details. Okay. Well, obviously didn't want me surveying that. Oh, that scared me for a second. It was a joke about the enormous amount of text, but cool, I'll backseat you. Well, I think that after that, I'm going to reload the game, and then I am going to go and play some missions. Because I have no idea what caused that crash.
Oh, so that was a proper crash this time?
Yes, it was. It literally just immediately crashed the moment I tried to scan that planet. So now I sit here and patiently wait for it to load again. Hooray!
So just for your own information, update on the Pipkin situation, he got a ticket for his license plate light being out. That is the pettiest of petty. I'm not going to lie.
I know, but it's Pipkin. Are you surprised?
I'm not surprised, but I'm saying, like, being ticketed for having your license plate light out. That is so fucking petty.
I mean, that's true, but again, I have a feeling that, I don't know, I won't assume that he was rude to the cop or anything, but, I know around here if you're nice to the police, they generally just tend to let you off with a warning and so on.
Around here is more of a crap shot. Either they're your best friend or they're going to run you over. I'm not kidding. I know a guy who got run over by the cop car speeding through the area. Pretty much, literally what happened is he was pulled over by one cop, and then another cop was blazing by to a separate incident, and he ran over the guy. The guy lived and stuff, and I know he got compensation for it and stuff. It was really fucked up.
Damn. Was this in, what, Canada again?
Yep.
Oh, nice. It's actually picked up the STARSECTOR executable without me having to go into OBS and fiddle around with it again. Nice.
Well, if you add it as a source, it should just recognize it going forward.
Sometimes it does,
pops
sometimes
up.
it doesn't. OBS is like that.
I can't say I've had that issue with the games yet.
I've had it happen with Minecraft a few times.
Ah,
It does very much seem to vary depending on the game. Some games it just doesn't capture at all. I've tried multiple different ways and it absolutely refuses to capture it. It's very weird. There's been a few applications that I've tried to capture. Even if I go like full browser capture, it will actually show a black screen where the thing that I'm trying to capture is.
spaghetti code spaghetti. What can you do?
Yeah, it's very weird. There's a particular old game that I've tried to capture multiple times. I cannot do it no matter what. If I have it on windowed mode and I'm capturing my entire browser, like everything on my screen, the game itself will still be black, even though I can see it if I look on my screen.
That's weird because I know, like, the last resort, like streamers will just capture desktop and like that monitor kind
Yeah,
of
and that's
thing.
how isn't that how that Niji Sanji guy showed all of his torrented porn folders or something?
Pretty much. That's why it's the last resort. You don't show your fucking your screen.
Yeah, I've found that a bootleg way is just to have a notepad file or a blank image or something open in the background. So even if it does crash to desktop, it's not actually showing anything. It'll just
I
show
don't know.
that.
I just have a black screen for my wallpaper, and all my shortcuts are actually in folders
Yeah,
outside of my desktop
yeah,
proper.
fair
So,
enough.
but I don't do that for security reasons. I just do that for just organization reasons, and it's a happy coincidence. Like, hey,
I have this problem where I organize things and then I forget how I organized them, so I just start looking through things and going, what kind of absolute moron ever thought this was a good idea? And so I organize it again and think to myself, this all makes perfect sense now. Everything will be fine. Nothing will ever go wrong again. The voices will stop speaking. And then about a month later I go, what kind of idiot made this system? I can't believe somebody should be so foolish as to put things as they are right here. And then the cycle repeats. But I don't have a problem. Shut up.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
Is it actually showing again? Yes, it is. Good. Nice. Before we do this, I'm just going to blow my nose again. I really hate how runny my nose is for some reason. I'm actually going to mute.
Come, you shall flow.
Shut up. I'm actually going to mute on Discord too, just for that.
This is the blow that never ends. It just goes on and on.
Shut
my
up.
friends.
Be
The
quiet.
fucker started blowing. I know.
Let's have a look. Ooh, that's quite fun. Yeah, it is good. Difficulty medium. It'll do for a nice warm up.
Pipkin, cops make money everywhere on tickets. They literally have quotas. I know this. I talked to one of my buds was a cop once. He told me they literally have quotas.
Good grief, I forgot how many weapons this thing has. I think I can actually fire. Oh dear.
You're about getting blown the fuck out.
Yeah, I'll be fine. This is a destroyer against a battle cruiser, so it's not particularly difficult. That's a Reaper launcher. That's a saber. That's what I want.
I can't hear the word battle cruiser without Russian accent behind it. Battle cruiser online.
Come on. This thing, it's very annoying.
For a second there, I thought I was going to crash again.
No. Because I remembered how terrible this default loadout is. Come on. So the combat in this game works pretty simply. Well, there's just a few simple systems to manage in that you have your hull, your shields, and everything like that. That's fairly obvious. But you also have like your flux meter, which is essentially how much power your ship is consuming. And if it goes when your shields are up, you're generating and you're hit. Your shields take hard flux damage, which doesn't radiate over time while your shields are up. So you have to lower your shields in order to vent a hard flux. So you can't just have your shields up all the time. On. And there's also like 3 different types of weapon damage. Oh no, 4 I think. Maybe 5, I've forgotten. Been too long since I played this. Yes!
Vietnam flashbacks to the Homeworld.
Homeworld is a fairly good comparison in a lot of ways. He's just overloaded. Oh no, he hasn't. That's annoying.
I don't know, as far as space anything goes, that's probably, other than StarCraft 1, that's probably the most space game I played was Homeworld, and pretty much for the entirety of university.
There we go. Oh, nice. This is, wow, that heron is really useful. I'm just venting a hard flux. When my ship is surrounded by that purple aura, it's that's when you vent hard flux, which, or vent your flux meter in general, which disables your weapons and your shields, but it does mean that you vent at twice the normal rate.
gonna vent.
Nah, that's just me on Discord every so often.
I'm proud of you. I set up the T-ball and you backed out of the park.
Nah, I don't know. I'm totally socially stunted. Remember, I can't read social cues at all because I've never spoken to anybody except my parents my entire life ever. Well, this is a sweet.
Homeschool kids are always going to be made fun of. That's just the fact of life, dude.
I know. Oh no, you didn't spend your entire life being rigorously abused and mentally beaten by the education system. How you know what a terrible life you must lead. This is just a.
And about the only thing I'll go to bat for the public education system is you learn how to deal with people.
Yeah, I know. That's what my friend Alex says. That I sometimes say to him, I'm amazed. I kind of feel as if you got the better deal because you got a good education, and well, I got a good education, but he got a professional education because he went to because he went to. I mean exactly what he studied in college. He studied economics in college, but he said no. That a college and school taught me nothing except how to handle people. Everything else was my own initiative and effort.
No, and I totally back this up because, like, I went to 4 years to learn about rocks, and all I learned with is how to deal with people. As far as the actual rock work, I learned that on the job.
Yeah, I know. Even when I went to art college, I had some very good art teachers and some very bad art teachers. Enemy's fleet is defeated. That was a very easy mission.
I hate to break it to you, but all art teachers are bad teachers.
No, the reason why I got into ceramics an awful lot is because I had a very, very good ceramics teacher. New high score of 100% for the Wolfpack. That was a very easy mission. But she was very professional. She ran her own pottery, and she also was just a good teacher because she taught you from the basics. She said, this is how you build this thing. This is how you build that thing. Whereas, like, my printmaking teacher was obnoxious in terms of personality, but she was also reasonably decent at explaining the fundamentals of how do you do this. Whereas my drawing and my painting teachers, which was funny because my drawing and my painting teachers were both genuinely, like, highly professional, incredibly skilled artists. But with years of experience, but they were all full hardcore. Oh no, it's about unlocking your muse. It's not about the technique, it's about the energy and the soul and the emotion you put into your artwork. Or I'm just being there going, no, just tell me what happens when I put these two paints together on the canvas so that I do not waste €5 in stuff you told me to buy.
Well, here's a little life hack when it comes to teachers. Good teachers are those who worked in the industry and then went into teaching. Bad teachers are those students who became teachers.
Yeah, I can kind of believe that. Oh yeah, you can refund.
No, I've without fail, I pegged every professor I had in university.
Did you now?
You actually worked. You didn't work, and every time without fail.
I apologize. I don't apologize at all. Outdated close support. Escort attack. Oh yeah, I loved it. I love this one. Oh yes, heavy blasters. Yes, please. ISS, don't mind it. I won't. Okay. Yep, that's good. Okay. It's a mission against some pirates. That works for me. A nice big fleet engagement. Pegging your instructors is the average Canadian college experience. No, I shouldn't even be laughing. That's depressingly true and real.
You know what I meant, but I'll concede to the joke.
Admitting to your problems is the first step to overcome them. Shut up, Porian. Oh, yes. I love the Medusa because he around boy. He around boy. but he also can just kind of trollishly dance through phase space and be like, no, I'm over here now. Oh, no, I'm over here now.
So the deaf slippery guy from Family Guy.
I've never watched Family Guy, I'm afraid.
I watched like the first couple seasons, and then I've been just paying attention to memes as they crop up.
It's just an unshielded combat freighter here, so he's very rapidly going to die horribly to my very high-tech chonkiness. Or he's gonna just run away. Okay, I'm not gonna waste time pursuing him. Did that buffalo have a... Ow. Mild pain.
Oh, I just remembered something. So
Yes.
my English comp, no, it wasn't comp. It was English literature professor. I made the mistake of calling him professor once. He was like, I'm a doctor. But it took everything out of my will to be like, oh, you're not. But I wanted to pass, so.
Oh dear, too many fighters. Too many enemy fighters. What's my fleet doing? I should actually give orders to my fleet. That would be a sensible idea. Let's go claim that sensor jammer, I think. Let's cancel. Fire enemy fleet is all together.
Another funny professor story. So since I initially started under biochem, I took a bunch of biology courses, and one of them was invertebrates. And I knew the lady who taught invertebrates. She knew her shit because she was actually a sheep farmer.
Are you serious? Ow.
I shit you not. Her and her husband ran a sheep farm, and we had to lose out a week of classes because they were whatever the sheep equivalent of calving is.
Yeah, lambing.
Lambing. Yeah, so we lost a week of classes to lambing. But again, back to the point. Since she ran invertebrates, pretty much the entire course curriculum was it was called invertebrates, but the entire course load was parasites, because what does she deal with on a sheep farm? Parasites. What do we learn about every class? Parasites.
Oh yeah, sheep are dreadful creatures. They will just catch everything, and they're one of those incredible... It's really funny. You watch on YouTube or whatever, and you see like wild sheep, and they are just these insane creatures that can climb a vertical mountain space with no... Or they charge and they chase off wild wolves and stuff, and then domesticated sheep are like, oh no, a piece of paper, I'm now going to run off this cliff and die. Oh!
I don't know. It's just pretty much every time you encounter like a new family or order or something, it'd be like, okay, here's how it relates to my sheep, and here's what it actually does, and like put the fear of God in you. It's like, I'm never gonna walk in grass barefoot ever again. Thank you.
Mind you, I do respect people that are willing to deal with very stupid animals on a daily basis. They have a level of patience that I do not possess.
Oh, don't get me wrong. Like where I grew up, we had a bunch of small, local family farms and stuff and whatnot. And so, like,
take out the fleet
I've
anchor.
I've seen enough sheep do enough stupid stuff, and they are legitimately dumb.
I know, it's kind of embarrassing, really, how stupid sheep are. And sheepdogs are all completely insane creatures as well.
Yeah, they are.
Oh dear, I pressed the wrong button. That may not be good. Stop hitting me on my damaged armor plates. No. I'm good. Yep. Oh, you picked the wrong... There we go. Excellent. That's the largest ship in their fleet destroyed.
Again, Toho PTSD.
Oh yeah, big battles can be really pyrotechnic. That's another reason why I like this game. Like, stuff is happening. It's all properly simulated. There's no like nonsense of stuff being auto-calculated in the background or anything. These ships are all properly fighting. I remember playing Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2 and kind of being disappointed at how small the battles actually were. It really didn't... I mean, the combat in Armada 2 is actually quite good, but the scale of it just does not feel right for a 40k game.
Well, to be fair, a lot of 40k games are just games with a 40k coat of paint slapped on them.
True. It's like a lot of 40k games come out and you can tell there's an awful lot of potential there, but then they just stop being a thing after a while. Like I think Armada 2 was totally abandoned after a very short while. Ugh.
Almost.
And then there's also the nonsense. Have you seen the nonsense going on with Warhammer 3 and CA?
I've heard rumblings. Give me the download.
Well, basically, CA as a company seems to be completely falling to pieces. People are getting... there's been an awful lot of internal leaks which show that they're regarded by... is it, I forget, Sega that owns Creative Assembly? I think so.
Sounds right.
That Sega is just running them in a totally 100% corporate shell of things where they have basically no independence, and they've been putting out a lot of terrible PR statements that has absolutely turned the community against them. And it's gotten to the point where a whole bunch of developers have been laid off, and they're all coming out in to seek to Total War content creators saying that, yeah, give up on this franchise, it's dead. Okay, let's go.
I've seen a lot of franchises die on the vine over the years and stuff. I kind of just numb them up.
Oh, but why not? I don't know my shields. That was very stupid. Oh, that was nearly death. Oh no, go away.
Yeah, Sega being incompetent as fuck, name a more iconic combination. Sega's always been kind of swirly because, like, yeah, like a hybrid Japanese-American company. Like, there's no way that's not going to end up
Doesn't Sega own a Prism Project or something?
Yeah.
I'm surprised, like, for a company that of that size, Prism Project has always kind of struggled for numbers, which is a shame because they genuinely have very good talents on them. Like, the Prism girls are pretty fun and pretty nice.
I just had to do a mental Rolodex of who's actually in there. It's like, yeah.
Oh! Did I just... No, I didn't. Oh, that was something else. Oh. Oh, we worked. Only lost one ship at Tempest. Okay. That's not a pretty easy mission overall. New high score, 100%. Nice. Now this... Dire Straits. Nah, that's impossible. That's definitely going to be nasty. Oh.
Okay, just going through Prison Project. The only one I know are Yura and Tina. Everyone
Yeah.
else I don't know.
Yeah, Pina's quite nice. Pina's quite fun. Sara Nagara is the one that I really enjoy watching sometimes.
I guess that one.
This is some of the modded missions. I do appreciate it when modders actually add in their own missions. Scalartech. I've not played Scalartech much before. Let's see if we can find something pretty interesting.
If Sega owned a VTuber agency, would it be Sonic themed? Doesn't Sega actually have a Sonic VTuber?
Oh no.
No, I remember because Corona has done collabs with Sega before, and I'm pretty sure there is a Sonic VTuber.
That's honestly pretty disturbing to me.
Dude, like it wouldn't be the first one because I'm drawing a blank, but I know I've seen other corporate VTubers before and stuff, and it's literally a corporate mascot and stuff is just asking to be a VTuber thing.
Oh man, this is gonna be a elite. Oh. Hello, Space Battleship Yamato. I didn't see you there. Why does this only have A few. That's not even got all of its. Got all of its weapons. Sorry. Ow. Ow. Ow.
Okay, yeah, Grant just reminded me. Yeah, there is a Sonic VTuber. I was, yeah, because I was like 99% sure.
Grant,
Like,
why
Grant
would you remind people of that? We try to forget those kind of things, okay?
I can't forget them because it involves Crony, so that's going to be in my memory until the end of time.
Yeah, I can add a ton more to this ship, as I will. What can I even add to this to make it cooler? This has got to be much cooler. Shield arc 150. Okay, so that's not too bad.
Todd, I can't wait for Pornhub to VTuber debut.
I'm surprised there isn't already. I'm surprised they haven't reached out to something like Melody for it.
I don't know of all the porn websites, I can see X Hamster just having like a little hamster avatar.
Fortunately, since
It
I do
would
not use
it would
any
be
of those
funny.
places. Increases ship's hull integrity by 40%. If we're gonna do a long battle, I think I definitely need reinforced bulkheads. High capacitance banks.
I'm just thinking of the horrifying thing. Like, you have like all these serial mascots. You can have like a Tony the Tiger VTuber. You can go to like other products like the Charmin Bear VTuber, Mr. Clean VTuber. Fuck, it's like endless.
I don't want to think about these things, please.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because I remember the corporate account for Frosted Flakes. There like kind of like the Wendy's social media account. They had a shit poster running the Frosted Flakes one for a while, but unfortunately, that their whole social media presence got taken over by furry posting because Tony the Tiger.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that happening. That was pretty depressing.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of just like there's no way you're going to wrangle this.
Shut it down.
Oh, they made a Tony the Tiger VTuber? Oh no.
Oh no.
I have to see this now.
Oh no. Is this gonna be a tangent? Please tell me this isn't gonna be a tangent.
I don't know. It's your stream, dude. You don't have to. Oh my god, it's real.
Why?
Oh, it's horrifying. Oh god, it looks so bad.
Why? Oh, okay, that's everything. Let's play. I'm gonna play this mission first. I'm gonna get my shooty shoots out there first.
Tony the Tiger becomes first mascot turned VTuber. Oh god.
Why?
Oh god.
Why? Why would you do this?
Okay, now. Oh god. It's just worse the more I scroll.
What a shock! What a shock!
Well, I mean, like the porn is also showing up, but like,
Ugh.
just beyond that, I'm numb to that. Beyond that, it's just like the concept.
Why are you gay? Oh, nice.
I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that from the British man.
Right. Oh wow, this ship is massive. That's nice. And this should be a very large fleet engagement, so I have no idea what's going to happen. We're probably going to get swarmed and horribly murdered instantly by something. Capital jets. Oh, nice.
Tony the Tiger has a YouTube channel. Tony the Tiger has a Twitch channel.
And much regretting was done by all.
Oh god, there's a clip of Tony the Tiger that calls you Pugcam.
I'm not playing that on stream, don't even ask.
I have to see it.
Let's just get rid of this Legion as fast as possible because I do not like the number of fighters that thing is spewing out.
Oh god, oh god. Oh no.
I can hear the suffering. Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out.
I just had a thought.
I don't approve of this.
Five Nights of Freddy's VTubers.
No.
Leah.
No.
Leah gets her collab.
No.
With Lambcock Freddy.
Why are you like this? Why are you like this? Excuse me, enemy ships. Can you please actually get in range of my guns? Thank you.
Oh god, because there was that post earlier about Leah. There's posting about Freddy Fazbear and Sakana saying stop. Just imagine if they ever make a corporate VTuber for the Freddy Fazbear.
I don't want to imagine that, please. Shoot it. Stop being useless.
I'm just staring off into space with the biggest grin on my face because it would be so fucked up.
I don't want to think about these kinds of things, please.
So Pokemon puts out VTubers, and one of them is Colress. He gets a collab with Pippa.
Oh dear, there goes all my flux. Thank you very much, little mecha things. Please defend me, please defend me, please defend me. Oh my goodness. Full vent. These things are tough. I forgot just how annoying these things were. Let's see if we can take out some of these cruisers. Light destroyers first.
Oh god, I just had a thought.
What's
okay,
that?
So you know
Yes.
how there's been a hullabaloo about actors' likenesses, digital likenesses, like the ID and all that stuff.
Yes.
Imagine being an actor. You get like a full body scan of yourself, like when in your prime, and then you retire from acting proper, and then you start up as a VTuber, but using your younger self as the VTuber mode.
That's actually, I mean, I won't say that's a brilliant idea, but it's an interesting idea. It sounds honestly like the ultimate vanity thing.
I know, isn't it?
Please tell me it's not just out of range. Oh no! Please take down that Legion. Come on. Oh yes. Is it gonna stick? Nope. Nope, not gonna stick. Okay. Let's make a beeline for this one, see if we can take it out. Cannons. Yes, he's overloaded. Oh. Look at him. Yes! Oh, nice. That's one capital ship down. Excellent. Come on, take out that light cruiser. Nice, he's going to stay at maximum range. I need to get rid of this onslaught. This onslaught is very annoying as well. Can I bring any reinforcements? Yes, I can, and I shall. Deploy. How far are we? Really far on the map? No, we're not too bad.
Oh god, I just realized, what if Toho makes a Godzilla VTuber, but they go back to the show era and have that one-time Godzilla talk and have like that gruffy old man voice.
And suddenly Zenlon no longer needs X-Hamster.
I could be that guy.
All of you people, please attack that capital ship, please. I am asking you very politely as your fleet commander or what. Oh yes, come on, you can do it. Yes, he's fluxed out.
I'm searching my brain for a Wing Commander joke. Did you ever watch that movie?
I did watch Wing Commander actually a very long time ago, like 10 years ago at least, so my recollection of it is not so good. Yes, kill that onslaught!
All I remember is not hitting it.
What did you say?
All I remember is not hitting it.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I don't recall it being terrible or anything.
I don't know. I was never into the Wing Commander game, so I didn't really have that much expectations going into it.
I do remember that it was very kind of silly. It was very definitely trying to be a Navy movie in space. I'm trying to find the exact words.
That's probably the best description of it.
I mean, it literally has, you know, space gravity and space sound. So, like there, where everybody has to be really quiet to avoid being detected in space.
I know. I can't remember if I saw it in theaters or not, but I remember when my friends made the joke when we watched it and stuff. It reminded me, it was like Down Periscope in space.
I've watched Down Periscope. Down Periscope is a damn good movie.
It is.
There should be more like comedies like Down Periscope, because it really nails it.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those movies where it came from like a place of love.
Yeah, exactly. Ouch. Was that one of mine? Yes. No, I think that was one of the enemy. Nice. Everybody, please gang up on that second onslaught. I would be very grateful. I'm once again asking for your flux support. There we go. Yes, hello, bird. How are you? Nearly there. Nearly there. He's fluxed out. Oh, there goes one of my ships. Oh, it was just a destroyer. Now that I'm in range.
It looks like the Cannibal Incest game came up again in Discord.
What game?
The Incest Twin Cannibal game.
Oh, that thing. I've seen. It seems like every flipping VTuber that I watch is playing that game at the moment.
I don't know. It's kind of funny now that either Gersha or Trip are kind of like the trailblazers for a bunch
no,
of these games
excuse me. Kirshi is a literal who, okay? Nobody knows who Kirshi is. Stop pretending that she has any kind of industry influence.
I also find it kind of funny how both of them still have the brainworms about imposter syndrome. Even though literally they are literal translators. It's kind of funny.
Is that all their heavy ships? I think so. That worked out a lot better than I thought it would. Yeah, I know. It's really it doesn't annoy me, but I do find it amusing that you know, Kirshi still insists that nobody knows who she is and she's a literal who. I think she once said that. No, it was. I think I just implied that it wasn't something she directly said, but I kind of joked once. The only time she'll acknowledge herself as more than a literal who is if she actually gets Razor to reply to her tweets.
I don't think we could contain like the orgasm she would have if Razor ever puts out the Naga Classic again. She would buy like a shipping container of the damn things.
I know.
Because again, like physical peripherals, they don't last forever. So
oh well, at least she wouldn't be spending it on shoes. So
you know, she would still be spending on shoes and her nail polish and.
Yeah. Okay, so only a 90% that time. Major victory. HMS in death glory. So two ships escaped. I don't care about that. And we lost. Yeah, we only lost. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I thought that would be a lot worse than it actually was.
Mary on the conversation with Kershi. You want to keep your OCL to yourself, huh?
I forgot how much of a flashbang this game is, but I've had plenty of time to reflect on that fact when my vision fades back in from black. What is it from you people about keeping your monitor's brightness so low? It is. You people always complain about light mode. It's because you have dark mode on everything, so your monitor brightness is jacked right the hell up. But for me, this is just because I only have my monitor brightness at like 50%. I don't have this problem. This is entirely a you problem. You brought it on yourselves.
You're a fucking freak. Everyone I know runs their screen brightness at max.
No, I don't like it. I have my thing also for my eyes. So, sorry, I'm just trying to. I have glasses that are coated, and I also have my screen automatically set that when it gets to evening, the screen darkens by itself, so that I am not staring at a fully bright screen the entire night. Doesn't actually do anything, but It is. It is. I suppose it is at least worth it.
Well, when it comes to like the eyes and sleep thing, you just have to no screen for an hour before you sleep.
Well, that's not going to happen with me.
Kind of figured.
Definitely not going to happen, I'm afraid. Oh, I love that. I love Dassault McCoyan's designs. It's just a shame the owner is the creator is a literal femboy. Oh, that is such a pretty looking ship. Why do the French always make such pretty things?
There's a joke in here, but I gotta remove all the baguettes and cigarettes. I know, say what you want about the French. Outside of Japan, they have good anime.
What the hell is that? Oh yeah, these are the. I like these things.
Todd,
yeah,
so you live life in bitch mode is why it's not bright. You have 3 filters. The only filter I have is to protect my eyes from bright lights is the safety squints.
Hey, these mod chips can literally change. These are actual Gundams that can that can transform. Oh yes, guns. No guns. Guns.
Gunnier guns.
Yes, indeed. I approve. Speed mode to actually take advantage of these capture points. There we go. It's another mod that hasn't been updated, I think, because of more drama reasons. I guess all these stupid things will immediately start throwing themselves into these suicide charges because they're all small ships. Oh, don't die early, you idiot!
Die, die, die.
No! Oh, those fighters are really nasty. No, 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 no. This isn't going well. What the hell are those fighters? What the hell even are those fighters? Thunder... Oh. That explains it. Come on, vent. Oh, we're good. We're good.
Well, since you vented, do you want to call an emergency meeting?
No, I'm fine, thanks.
Lazy Among Us joke was lazy.
I've never played Among Us, so...
You must have watched a million One Piece play, so...
Yeah, I have. No. Oh. Painful. Pain. Pain is painful. I can't trade blows with these things. Vent. It's these fighters that are just absolutely wrecking me.
You're getting double teamed.
Ouch. Get rid of that brawler, please. If I get rid of that brawler, I definitely mean run straight into the enemy formation. Like that.
Chat's finally turned on me.
I'm dead. There's no way I'm surviving that. Yep, I am not going to Wanzer today.
You can try.
Ooh, evangelism. You cannot hide, heretic. The great word of Lud speaks to all, and all hear the great word of Lud. We deliver his holy reward to those who reply in repentance and serenity. We deliver his just punishment to all who respond in denial or who do not reply at all. The time of your judgment has come, so repent, heretic. Repent on your sinful ways and be joyous. Refuse and face the holy inquisition of Lud.
No.
I should do a Luddic Path playthrough at one point. More evangelist carrier, okay. Yeah, let's give this one a go. Oh, it's literally just one ship. Okay, that was a bit strange. Let's try and take out this one first. Fighters, are you actually going to, like, attack? How do I even order my fighters to attack? I've literally never played a carrier before. That's a bit awkward. Let's do it. That just puts my ship on automatic control, okay. Look at my chat for a second. You can tell Proc is religious because as soon as he gets the chance to proselytize, he really becomes animated. Oh yes, like the only excuse that I get to actually raise my voice and act, it's supposed to just maintain the kind of detached stoic. Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. Be good, take it out. No.
So just a thought, with the whole Lud thing, would that make the Unabomber like a prophet?
Yeah, because Lud are like aggressive technological regressives.
Well, I know that's the joke, but I never really looked into it and stuff. I'm just wondering, like, if modern Luddites, because I know that's a thing. I was just wondering what their opinions would be on the bit.
Yeah, probably. Oh, come on, have my fighters all died? No, they haven't. We're good. I'm going to end this mission because I'm curious what kind of shenanigans I can get up to. Do a refit. Strip everything.
Mary's asking if you're using the Fugi reactive thing.
Yes I am, I believe. Yeah, seeing the thing. Yeah, we are literally on the thing. Let's see what shenanigans I can get up to here. Hopefully a lot of shenanigans. High capacity bags, heavy armor, that's what I want. Right. This is very much offensive to the doctrine of Holy Lud. But yeah, just have 3 fighters that each have frigate grade weapons attached to them. Nothing can ever go wrong.
Flying gun, if you will.
Oh, yes. That is, yes. Just a little bit overpowered. Oh, look at that flux meter go up. Oh. This is what happens when mod packs interact. You get rather fun events. Oh.
Up until the game crashes.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure why that crashed. It's funny, I've had more crashes when trying to survey planets than, like, anything else in this game. 100% score. That was not
maybe
difficult.
part of the number crunching.
Also, 213 subscribers in like 1 month. Yeah, it's quite nice. Does help to have a whole forum of idiots to shill to. That was not difficult. Let's look back at
On behalf of the idiots, we hate you too.
We just look back at the Discord for a second.
And not missing much. We're still talking about the fuck, I can never remember the name of the game.
A bunch of people just joined too. Why are people joining? I suppose it might be random showing up in the stream. Let me just go onto the forum and see if anybody sent me a DM about joining. Yes, I do. I have. I'm Sleepy Chew on Discord. I don't have a minimum of a few posts. What? This person has posted exactly once. Joined November 9th, 2022. You know what? If they've joined in 2022, I think they're okay to join the thing. If I could actually find their... There we are. It's being confuddled by my own forum. Yeah, the only post is in July 2023. And it's a no. Oh, this is going to be shared. Just 1 second. I'm going to share this on the Discord. This is the sole post that this member that is asking for access to the Discord has made, guys. It's
it better be side splitting. The anticipation is killing me. It's coming out. Oh, so stunning and brave.
It's about... Oh, Nolan does amazing things. This is why I'm so sad that I eventually had to ban Nolan. Nolan was such a tremendous force of unity for the forum.
Yeah, we're unified in that we hated him.
Yeah, precisely. That's my point.
I don't know, but truth be told, in the long run, Nolan, like the doctor office coming and stuff, but like even we know, like he is radioactive to the nth degree.
What was that last part you said? Sorry.
Nolan is
radioactive. Oh, sorry.
Radioactive to the nth degree.
I agree. What the heck is this thing? That looks like that looks glitched out. Oh no, oh, I see what it's doing. That's fairly creative. This vehicle depends on... That's kind of cool. Oh, I love this thing. It's literally a Gundam. It's a mobile armor. Oh yeah, this thing is really funny. But it's got a ton of extra OP, so I will add some stuff to it before we take it out. What's it actually got? Subliminal encouragement system. Oh, I see. There's so many things I don't recognize, actually. No, Dell, I do not want to optimize my PC. Stop pestering me.
You're thinking about it, though.
I definitely am not. And that is not going to happen ever. Integrated targeting unit was a good idea. Anything else I can fit on this thing? Resistant flux conduits. That's simple enough. Okay, that's a lot of tritachyon stuff. 1 second, I can... Oh, dear. Oh, I hate it when I feel an urge to sneeze but can't quite sneeze. Oh, blimey.
Well, huff those birds of yours, and the dander will do it. What's
this? Oh, yeah, this thing literally has a sword. It has a beam sword. I love it. Vroom, vroom. I'm definitely an adult. What the heck is this doing? Good grief. Okay. Okay, everybody, could you please actually do something useful like that? Does that special pet system even do? That's my. Why on earth did I do that? There we go. Get my weapon group properly this time.
I just love it when the Discord figures out that there's a filtered word, and we can try to discover all the workarounds to it. So asshole is filtered, not butthole. Yeah.
Discord censorship and stuff is just a thing of extreme strange. Oh dear, all my ships are being destroyed while I'm trying to focus down these things. I'm definitely doing the right thing here. I'm not in any way.
Speaking of butthole, looks like something's getting blasted. Ah.
Where is that? My ship? Yes, it is. Okay. This is what happens when I get distracted. Goodbye. Get beam sabered, idiot. Leave my ships alone. Yes. In more vessels. Oh, wait, are these allies or enemies? This is absolute chaos. What the hell is going on? Ooh. Okay. Everybody who can actually shoot at things needs to take out that radiant as fast as possible.
No, the rest of your fleet's gonna die.
Probably. Oh, that flux level. Oh, that flux level. Oh. Can we make it in time to save it? Come on, we can save it. See, this thing is an absolute arse because it can actually teleport. Oh, take it out, take it out, take it out. Sorry. Just teleports. Just literally teleports behind you. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it.
None personal, kid.
This is literally the nothing personnel kid of enemies. Slash it to pieces and then get away before it blows up. Yes. My capital ship still there. Oh, that's a very damaged capital ship, but we're all together. We're all together in one big happy family. Stay close to me, please. I can't even see myself. There I am.
Yeah, dabbing taco in chat. Proctor streams are always, I mean, fucking always buffering. That's just the thing.
It's not buffering on my end. It says stream health is decent.
No, I don't know about most people's end, but on my end and Taco's end, probably a few other people and stuff, your stream will probably buffer like maybe once or twice. It's like really short. It's like really short buffer and stuff, but it does add up after a while.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There's basically nothing that I can do about it, I'm afraid.
Oh, I know. It's totally...
Why does my heavy blaster keep doing that?
One of the low-key reasons why I tend to sneak on here so I can listen to you through Discord.
Yeah, that's fair. Don't point those high-intensity lasers at me like that, especially when I got my shields down. Oh, thank goodness. Whoa.
Record scratch, freeze frame. Well, that's the only thing how I got here.
I don't know why it didn't fire them. It could easily have killed me just then, probably. we're surviving. I think yes. Good things are happening, or at least bad things are not happening. Where's my Odyssey? There's my Odyssey. It's all about force concentration. Oh dear, there goes my flux levels. Oh dear.
Maybe it's me, but this collab doesn't have the 10 tip energy. That's because we're not two women yelling at each other.
Yeah, oh dear. Guys, could you please possibly save me? Ah!
No, your fleet is gonna separate and focus fire.
Of course. Thanks a bunch, lads. Fortunately, you can just... Oh. Visually contested defeat. Okay. Oh, that was annoying. Oh, well. Ah. That was fun while it lasted. Oh, yeah. Blackrock ships are very fun to play. In times, yeah, not playing that one.
Okay, I feel bad. Grant made an edit to Nolan picture and stuff, and I posted it in the Discord just for a lark, and Empraise thought it was a legitimate picture. Now I just feel bad.
Lol. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. What did he do? Oh.
It's very blatantly a shoop, so that's why I just like...
Woman moment.
Oh.
Woman moment detected.
Yeah, because I remember for a little while there, me and Grant went back and forth on Nolan. That is because I pointed out early on that the initial Nolan picture looked like the Le Paul Jack face.
Okay, this difficulty impossible. Let's see what happens if I play with the default loadout. Ooh, I love the sound effects of this stuff.
I just posted in Discord like the picture in question because like Nolan totally looks like the Paul Jack Wojak meme.
I love the design of this ship. Blackrock Drive Yards is a very, very fun mod. Lets you do very naughty things. Like, try and kill this hound, which is far too fast for me. That's great. These guys, could you maybe just get a bit closer so I can shoot you, please? Come on, please.
They shall not comply to your request, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, yes. No, of course. No. This is of considerable annoyance. Come on, you think. Get close enough for me to shoot you with these. These very nice sounding guns. Oh, yes. Is this all my shield? Blimey. Awkward. Oh. Yep, I thought that would happen. Yeah, this stock loadout is terrible. There's no way I'm going to win that with a... Let us actually refit this to be a little bit more... Oh, goodness me, that's a lot of... That is a lot of things. That's a lot of the things. This is all the weapons that I can fit on. Let me see how long it takes to scroll. That feeling when you install just a few mods. Just a few mods.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Right, let's try and accomplish something here. Let's try and figure out stuff that I actually know. Oh, heavy lead law accelerator. Oh, I love this thing. That's the old reliable plasma cannon. Siege laser. I love the siege laser. First of all, let's put maximum vents and capacitors on this thing. This is going to be pretty useless without them. Medium
He's taking
universal.
everything I have not to laugh. Holy shit.
Why? What?
Okay, so apparently, Empress had to sit down someone to explain why Nazis were bad, and then Porian says, "Was he also brown?" And she was like, "Yeah, why?"
Oh dear,
There,
that's
there are times I'm reminded that you just can't make things up, and that real life will always be funnier than anything else that's fiction.
life has a way. Oh dear. Need to actually put some stuff on here. What's the cheapest stuff that I can put here? A thumpers? I think so. Put those on for point defense. Good grief, some of this stuff is... I have no idea what any of this does. Reflective shield? Okay, alright. Plasma lens projector. Antimatter cannon. Right. Okay. An unconventional weapon that accelerates energy into a supersonic stream via electromagnetic circuits. The stream will bypass everything until it reaches maximum difference. Highly effective against larger ships. Okay. Damage second. That's a terrible damage second, actually. I think I'll go with more all-hand siege lasers, honestly. I'd rather be able to burst everything down in one great big blow. Medium hybrids. Let's stick something a little bit. So that sticks out to me. What sticks out to me? Actually, let's go all the way down. Let's go all the way down to the 10s. Long range arbalest is actually fair. Is actually fair. What happens if it weapon group 1 linked flux per second 1799. Okay. Flux dissipation a second, shield flux a second. Let's slap some stabilized shields onto this. Or actually, no. What I need is all types defense or defenses. I think front shields are what I need here. Resistant flux conduits, definitely. But can I not put front shields on this thing? Apparently I can't. Oh, shields, that's the one I need. Shield conversion. Wait, oh, it is a front shield already. That's kind of awkward. Stabilized shields. I definitely need stabilized shields, and I'm already running out of OP. That's wonderful. I can. Okay. Juices. No, I definitely don't want to use that. That's a terrible idea. I want to stick anything on these hybrid turrets. Good grief, there are so many choices. Let's just go with something like just stick these on. A few of these on for point defense. A few for the medium. Yes, Bird, I know. Thank you for making your points clear. Something long range, I think. Oh yeah, I need a dedicated targeting core, definitely. It's absolutely required. Probably means it's too much already. Or an integrated targeting unit.
The bird craves the sweet release via the cock gobbler.
Thank you very much for that.
I've been sitting on that one for a while.
I can't believe I let you get away with this. What am I trying to do exactly? What's that Faraday cage? EMP damage by 50. I'll take that. All that I can do. This will probably be terrible, but I'm curious how it does. First of all. It's not bad at all, excellent. Generates tons of flux, but we can actually fire it for more than 2 seconds before overloading. Right. Reminder that Empraise is also like 20 years old, so it's very real that this likely was in the last 5 years maybe. Proctor, your voice is breaking. No, it is not. Shut up.
I'm pretty sure your voice breaking is because of the buffering on his end.
Oh, okay. I still can't do anything about these very annoying little frigates. I can do something about this. Say hello to my little friends. Oh, yes. And he's immediately fluxed out.
I'm sorry, but your ship looks like a pubic lice.
What?
It looks like a pubic lice. There's another way to put it.
I have objections to this assessment.
You have spacecraft, dude.
Literally teleports behind you. Vent, I have to vent. Come on, you can vent. Oh, those are torpedoes. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, ow. 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 Oh dear. That was extraordinarily bad. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You can do it just a few seconds longer, just a few seconds longer. Oh, nah, I can't do it. Oh well.
Gangbangers win.
Almost. I just need to have a bit less of a focus on the really heavy mounts, because then the little nibbly things come and nibble me to death. Ugh.
Rip.
Oh dear. But actually, I think I'm more or less done with Star Sector for now, because I am getting a bit sleepy. But I will turn my attention back to the Discord. You need to start wrangling Proctor to wind down the stream because Pippa time is in 40 minutes. Don't worry, Thrang. I will not be on too much longer.
It's not like this course going to have much because it's been one big Canada tangent for a while.
One big Canada tangent. Why are people tangenting about Canada again?
Because Canada is a silly place.
This is true. This is true. Oh yeah, wasn't the does anybody still have a link in the Discord to the conversation about, well, not the conversation, but the link about that woman who was ranting on, was it in the Canadian Senate or something, about all those, about the police going out and murdering adorable Indian children or something?
Yeah, and someone called them out on it, and they were like, yeah, but because of systemic racism and the police aren't actually keeping track of all this genocide they're doing, so we can't actually prove it.
Yeah, exactly. It's that what kind of society do you have to live in where you are so privileged you actually have to invent things to be angry about?
It's called the collapse. That's where we're at.
Yeah, this is true. Also, Toby, you have not colonized. You have not colonized in any way. Loyalty to loyalty to Canada. Thought you was going to say Cadia for a second. Another warty 30k reference. Oh dear, I'm too tired. Todd, where's my goddamn Starfield? Geck. You're flipping Canada, you are the colonizer. This is true, Empress. I'm very sorry about that.
Excuse you, the colonizer actually mainland Chinese, not flips.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Wrapping up stream.
This is true. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm actually just surprised how sleepy I actually am.
It's almost like it's a sign.
There's a sign. Have we been going on for? No, that's just how long the waiting room has been up. Does it say? Is that 3 hours? Seriously? How long has this been going on for? No, 2 hours, 21 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, well, you've always done a bit better than me because I usually tap out around an hour and a half.
He flubbed his verbal spaghetti. Shut up. I've been trying to get to bed a bit earlier in the day recently, and I feel that it's done decently. That's the problem. Like the trouble with watching VTubers is that so many of them are American, so they stream at hours when a sane person should be in bed. But I'm not a sane person, unfortunately.
I've become a proponent of the watching the VODs at like 1.5 or 2x.
Yeah, but the thing is, I can't even imagine what Pippa's voice is like at 2x speed.
I've actually gotten used to it at this point. It's kind of scary.
or Kirshi, good grief. Kirshi at 2x speed. I can barely keep up with Kirshi as it is.
I don't know. Maybe because I grew up on the East Coast, I'm used to high tempo, so it's kind of just old hat for me.
Oh, well, what, East Coast USA or East Coast Canada?
East Coast Canada.
Oh, blimey, that must be interesting.
Well, there's a joke. We're a bunch of dumbass rednecks for a reason.
That's not how Thrang. That's not how Czechoslovakia is spelled. I swear. Is that seriously what? How? No, it's not. Thank goodness. Google autocorrect.
Well, to be fair, Czechoslovakia has been in the country for a while, so.
This is true. As much as Slavs would like to tell you otherwise.
I don't know. My economics professor was from Czechoslovakia, and he actually fought in the Independence War.
Good grief! Did he ever give you the Slav lecture?
No, but he did show. He did tell a story whenever he had a chance to of him riding a tank and shooting at people.
Well, did he actually hit anybody?
I don't know. He outdrank all of us, and that was saying something. So,
well, he was a Slav. He's got a +5 natural save bonus to his against alcoholism.
And he's a geologist on top of that. Then that's kind of scary.
Good grief! Yeah, that is. Geologists have access to an awful lot of sharp and heavy objects, don't they?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, I think that I can't really think of a vast amount more to talk about right now. I'm going to, just for future reference, I'm going to do another stream in a day or two because there's been a decent amount of stuff going on in the forum that I feel would be fun to comment on. I do find it hilarious how, I feel like saying this now, I do find it hilarious how Courier Engine, I think the first few posts about him here were, oh no, that horrible, awful, dreadful, nasty person that I don't like and hate has joined our forum. It's been ruined forever. And now people are like quoting him and saying, oh yeah, good one. You really did that well. I find that really funny considering the negative reaction to him at first.
I have no strong opinions on this here. It just seems really, as the kids say, cringe.
Yeah, I find it funny because I would not be able to take Twitter seriously the way that he does, or rather kind of drama seriously the way he does, because I would get too invested in it. I know my limits, and getting invested in drama is just not something I'm at all interested in.
That's what the forum is for, is congealing it and making it into content.
Yes, Hijab, I always liked the guy because he was only the only drama fiend who actually did his research and covered shit fairly. Yeah, I agree. I am astonished, like, what of a decent guy he is, actually. Still waiting for Banned VT memes to actually post something funny, though. Yeah, Banned VT memes is one of the posters on the forum. I can say that much.
Willingly to admit it? Okay.
His video last night about the award show was very informative. Yeah. Again, he's quite good. He manages to overcome his genetic disadvantages very well, honestly. Also, pitch our stream on Friday. Yes, I'm going to be on a stream where we are going to be talking a bit more about our wonderful friend to the forum, Q, and Project Cyber Idol. That'll be
Well,
very, very
talking with
nice.
everyone other than Q, you should say.
Yeah, fair, because there's a whole bunch, and I have deliberately not focused on it very much because I want my reactions to be honest, and from what other people say, there's going to be a lot of me being astonished and depressed at the universe in general in this stream. So, it should be fun. I'll probably post it on the forum too, so we'll see.
Yeah, let Murray be the Springer in this equation.
I've just realized there is a spider slowly weaving a web on my microphone. Spider, why are you doing
Poetic,
this?
you might say.
Maybe it's look, I'm sorry, Amia. I may compliment you on stream fairly regularly, but that's as far as our relationship can go. I'm sorry. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how close you try and spin your web to me. Go where on earth did it come from? I'm seeing this strand of this is fascinating to me now. I'm seeing this strand of web just did this actually start as after I turned my microphone boom around?
Isn't your roof open to the outside, and that's how the bats are getting in?
No, they crawl in under like the I'm not sure how to describe it. Like the cross on the external part of the roof. There's a cross beam where the two parts of the roof join. I'm not a construction expert, so I don't know how to describe
Okay,
it.
but regardless of that, there a sizable mammal can get in. I'm sure a spider can get in too.
Well, yeah, true. I wouldn't call bats sizable. Bats are tiny.
You know what I fucking meant.
Look, I'm autistic, okay? Pedantry is built into my genetics, quite literally.
No, that's called being British.
It's a 2x multiplier, all right.
Okay, fair.
Thrang, it does make me laugh when people complain about Curry for being a drama frog when that is literally the entirety of the forum. He's the best one. He's mentioned lurking the KF thread, having an alt here for years, so he's basically one of us. Yeah, again, he seems to be able to handle himself very well, whereas Band VT Memes definitely comes across as a very, very much shut-in autistic person who is just kind of doing stuff because they think it's funny in the moment. Already live in an area.
Okay, Toby made the comment of everyone on the East Coast and Canada sounds and talks like Zenler, but worse. This is true, but I feel the need to remind the audience I have literally killed my accent. It could be far worse.
Yeah, you really don't come across as having any kind of accent to me.
No, that's because I specifically killed it.
Why did you kill
I
it?
could slip into it very easily.
Why did you kill it?
Academic reasons. I went to university. No one understood me. No, I'm not kidding. Like, okay, for those who know, I got mistaken for being a Newfie more than once. I had a really thick, not Newfoundland, but I got mistaken for it. Like, effectively, I had a Newfoundland accent going into university, and by the end of university, it was long gone.
Oh dear.
Yeah, it's like having a Southern American accent and stuff. You sound like a hick.
I don't know. I've always found the thing is I like Southern American accents because South Americans tend to be fairly intelligent in my experience, or at least the ones that actually use the internet.
Oh, I know, but the East Coast East Coast Canadian accent is it's really high tempo and syllables are on stress. So it sounds like you're rapping all the time, but it's really hard to understand on top of that.
Oh
No, I'm not
dear.
kidding.
I know.
No,
The
I'm not
thing is,
kidding.
I'm laughing because I believe you. That's something that people get wrong about me. I often laughed at things not because I don't believe them, but because I'm kind of laughing in sympathy for the pain you must have gone through.
Well, like as far as the UK example goes, it sounds like, well, linguistically speaking, the closest one would be Scottish accent.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah, so
see.
just imagine a Scottish accent, but really fast. Uh, Really fast and really drunk will probably be a good way to put it.
People are Nolan posting again. Why are you people Nolan posting? Can't you let him die in peace?
Because he wants the attention.
True. This is true. It's funny. We've talked for how long? Like over a decade at this point. What will happen when Barb dies? Barb is the eternal and the immortal.
I don't know. It's to my understanding that Chris might be in the like group home system at this point.
Maybe. I'm not sure. I mean, if he is, then honestly, good for him.
I don't know.
It's a shame. I'd say it's kind of ironic that the Irish mental health system when I first came to Ireland was well, it was a Catholic dominated country, so the attitude towards any form of mental illness was, oh, what sin did the mother commit? If you had a disabled child, it was considered by default that you had committed fornication or adultery. That was considered the direct reason for having disability.
Well, now we know that the sin is not having a kid before 20.
That's true. Actually, no, I would say that I think that having a child before 20 is maybe it's biologically sensible, but sorry,
Well, no,
it's
no, no. I know. Like socially and economically speaking, it's a stupid thing. But I mean, biologically speaking, once you hit your mid-30s, and you take you're taking a gamble at that point.
I know. It does seem definitely with the way society is that women kind of need to commit very hard to the idea of motherhood at an early age because otherwise the world will just go, "Yeah, we're going to take that choice away from you."
Yeah.
Yes, once again, two childless people making sweeping declarations about how the opposite sex should live their life.
Many such cases. It is the internet. It is the internet, after all.
They just won't listen to us. Why won't they listen to us?
I'm not asking people to listen to me. If you listen to me, you're making a mistake in life.
I don't know, honestly, given the state of affairs today, they could make much worse choices. Uh, you're supposed to refute me.
No, I'm letting you dig the hole.
Thanks. Gee, thanks. Thanks so much.
See, I get you to do my work. That's how it goes.
I'm pro old ladies having children without spastics who would have no VTubers. Has Pippa ever mentioned how old her mother was?
No, but she has mentioned that she's the youngest of at least 3 sisters. So she was probably had at a later stage. So it kind of makes sense in hindsight. But given how her other sisters are squirrely, it could have just been like bad from the start.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, anyway, I am going to call it a night now. It's 2 hours 30 minutes, well, 34 minutes, so I feel confident in saying that we can leave this off here.
Sounds good to me.
Zenlar is a site foreman now allowing Proctor to drill the core samples. Pippa's
See,
mum
I
sounds like
gets it.
Bob Chandler, so she's probably in her 60s now. Was that age or meth, though? I thought it was Kirsche that had the meth-addled mother.
Well, Peppa's always been very evasive for her parents' jobs. So imagine maybe at some point it wouldn't have been out of the realm possibility.
Yeah, true. Anyway, on that note, I will actually end stream before I ramble on for another 30 minutes or so. It's
All right,
getting
everybody,
really
let's go
cold,
say hi
too.
to Pippa.
Yes, everybody can go and watch Pippa now in a clear conscience that you're not leaving me all alone. Goodbye.
Nobody cares.